I know you lost your job, but it's okay. Take 3 months off to go figure out what you want to do. Now her husband has security with her. Now he's happy, even though he's stressed out about work. He's like, oh dang, because they have a security blanket, because you allowed your child to build something that even her husband didn't know about, and she's like, oh, I can use this to help us. That's a good thing, right? Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. And for our son, he can stay long enough until he gets a career. Because he's a man, it's a little bit different. He's going to be a man. It's going to be a little bit different. I would say he can stay long enough until he gets a career for himself, right? Because he's the one that's going to have to go out and find him a wife, right? So he's going to have to leave a little bit earlier than our daughter. And the only reason is because he's the one that's going to have to find a wife, right? And doing that, he's going to need to have some resources. He's going to need to find certain jobs. He's going to need to do the things that a man needs to do to even be able to be capable of going to get a wife. So it's going to be a little bit different for him, but he's not going to get kicked out as soon as he graduates high school and goes to college. No, it's going to be, all right, for example, if he wants to become a lawyer, right, it may take him a couple years to become a lawyer. So he may not actually get a full job until he's 27. Okay, all right, son. Now you're 27, you got a real career now. Okay, you got to go. Mm-hmm. And that's fair, because you're setting your children up for success instead of kicking them out for them to go work at Walmart, kicking them out for them to go work at Amazon because they got to get a job like this. And that job is not paying enough. That job is not fulfilling enough for them to have enough time to actually become something. We're not giving our children the time to become something, and wondering why we're behind generation after generation after generation after generation is because we're not allowing our children the grace and the patience to sit back and say, find something that you want to do that will let you be okay. It's not about being the richest person in the world. It's about being okay. Can you make sure you have enough money to feed yourself where you don't have to worry about living check to check? Give your children that option to do that. Stop letting your children leave the house at 17, leave the house at 18 and go work at Sonic. Because what that does is they're going to work at Sonic and make $2,000 a month, and then they're going to spend all that money. A $700 is going to go on a car. The other $700 is going to go on food, miscellaneous stuff, and the rest of the money is going to go on clothes or stuff that has to be fixed on the car. We're setting our children up for failure, and this is just a piggyback on what we're talking about. We're not doing a good job as parents or as friends or as family members, because we're seeing all these things happen and no one is saying anything about it.
And to elaborate on my perspective, because Malik is more oriented on our children's goals, their dreams, who they become, their career fields and things of that sort. I personally have a different bone to pick from the same perspective. Y'all are killing your children internally as well. Stop cussing your children out. What's wrong with y'all? Why do y'all continue to ruin your children's self-esteem, talk about your kids' appearances, and talk about their bodies and nitpick them and cuss them out and call them every name in the book, and then you ask yourself why they want to leave when they 16, she fast, she this, he want to go out and do this, and they want to run from you. So where Malik is talking about the ability for our children to stay, they are open and welcome to stay until they get established. Some kids don't want to stay.
Yes, obviously
ask
they do.
yourself this. Because you wouldn't talk to that man or your boss like that. You wouldn't talk to your homegirl or your best friend like that. But I just am really confused as to why we have so much courage and the wherewithal to talk to our kids like that, but you wouldn't talk to another adult like that. Because you're a coward. You take out your anger on a source that doesn't even deserve it. You mad at that man, or you mad at this situation, or you're mad at your finances, or you're mad at your job. And instead of being able to communicate as an adult, which you don't know how to do, you decide, get the F out my face. Get away from me. Stop talking to me with your stupid. And then you don't understand why your children don't want to speak to you, Wow, he's so bad. He's bad. Don't you understand that bad kids come from bad parents? Are y'all not able to click accountability within yourselves to understand the damage that you do to your children when you perpetuate your bad habits onto them? You smoke in front of your kids, you sleep, you have sex in front of your children. Y'all think that they don't understand when they do. Y'all talk about them badly. Somebody come home and tell you, mama, this happened to me, and you get on the phone with your sister. Girl, guess what happened? Right in front of them.
Embarrassing them.
Embarrassing them, cutting their hair off, beating them on live. What is wrong with y'all? Do y'all not understand that this trauma is a lifetime? Do you not understand that when you do something in the heat of the moment for 10 minutes and that stays with them forever? I'm not perfect, but you have to understand that me personally, I've learned how to control my emotions. I would never speak to my husband that way. So, and this is a grown man. So why am I going to speak to my child that way? Like, the reason that y'all have an issue when it comes to being a parent is because of the calling of maturity it has on your life.
The responsibility. The
maturity, the grace, the forgiveness, the understanding. Y'all can't do that for anybody in your lives. So when you have to forgive your children when they make a mistake, and when you have to give them grace, and when you have to, let me not yell at you for this, or let me not say this to you, or when you have to monitor yourself, you feel like that's not a necessity. You feel like I shouldn't have to do that. You don't want to have to filter yourself. You don't want to say, oh, that song got a lot of cuss words in it. Let me not play that around my kids and damage their minds with this secular music. Let me not play movies that have sex scenes in it right in front of my children. Let me monitor myself. You feel like I'm grown. I should be able to do it. I don't want to do it. Grow up. Grow up and understand that your children didn't ask to be here. And honestly, they wouldn't want you as a parent if they could choose to be here.
Yeah.
Because you don't care enough. Because you don't want them here. And because you feel like they are a detriment to what you want to do, and when in reality, God puts them here to be a benefit to you.
That's you just said something. That's the $1 million question. Would you want you as a parent? That's the $1 million question right there. Would you want yourself as your parent? And if the answer is no, then you know not tomorrow, right now, you need to be better. Because if you wouldn't want you as your parent, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I need to fix something.
Remember, I get emotional, y'all. Remember to look at their toes and their fingers, and to hear the tone of their voice, and to watch the fear in their eyes when you do the things you do. Remember to be aware in the moment of the damage that you're causing them, and try to take a step out of your own emotions and your own feelings to feel how you will feel to be that small. And even if you have teenagers, the vulnerability that comes with being helpless, not having the funds to help yourself as a child.
Because children are dependents.
They're dependent on you. They need you. And to be their worst enemy is like living in hell on earth. To come home and to not want to be there. To not want to talk to your mother. To not want to be in the same room as your father. You don't understand. Right now you feel like it's about you. You feel like this doesn't matter. But when they grow up and people ask you, what happened? don't look at your kids and say they bad. Look at yourself today when you cuss them out. And look at yourself today when you beat them into an inch of their life. Beating them with belts and punching them and stuff. Like, y'all gotta understand that these things are not normal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm black and this happened to me. And even if you ain't black, white, Mexican, Asian, every race, every culture, every person I'm calling to you today, it's not normal. Discipline is one thing. As Malik said, abuse is another.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Y'all have to do better. And if you want to be rebellious and state how this don't apply to you and talk about your excuses, I'm talking to you. Because you're the problem. The problem is with the person who doesn't want to hear the truth. Who doesn't want to hear a person who not only loves them, because I love you. I love you because you're valuable. Because my creator says you're valuable. And your children are valuable. And I love your children. I love your children more than you. And that's hard to say. It's hard to, and if that's not true, make it not true. Don't let a stranger love your kids more than you. Never let your children feel that anybody in this world loves them more than you.
Yeah, I just want to end off by saying that we have to really dial in and really focus on the children, because like I said, the children are the ones that are going to take the torch when you're not here, your parents, your grandparents aren't here, you know, because a lot of people, their parents take care of their children. You know, we got grandparents who doing double time because the people are so selfish. They're like, well, I want to go out, so I'm gonna just leave them with my mama. So the children are being raised by y'all's parents because y'all don't want to take care of them. And all this is what I'll say. In this generation, all of us need to stop making excuses and stop chasing money and stop chasing clout and fame over the importance of our children, because that's what we're choosing. We're choosing money and clout over the education and the love of the children. Yeah.
Protection. Sorry.
Yeah. In the protection of our children.
Right.
Yeah, in the protection of our children. It's all the above, and it's sad, it's wrong, and we will never ever get anywhere if we continue to do that. And we're pointing this out because we're tired of sitting back and watching it and seeing it, and you know, just making side comments and saying, oh, we don't like this. No, we're making this video because we're tired of seeing it, and no one else is stepping up to the plate. No one with a big platform is saying anything. No one with 1 million subscribers is saying anything. No one with 2 million subscribers is saying anything. No one with 10 million subscribers is saying anything. There's no one that I found. If y'all know them, send them to us, because I search everywhere and I look everywhere. There's nobody with a big platform who is saying anything about the importance of protecting the children. Nobody.
And I'll end it off by saying, as harsh as it may sound, this is the start of a conversation that's so necessary. Because no matter what, no matter how you may feel, no matter your conviction, no matter your anger, the truth is love. Mm-hmm. And will always come to you from a place of love. Because an enemy will lie to you and tell you that the behaviors that you display are okay, and that they will get you to a better place, and they'll let you feel peace, and they'll let you feel some type of fulfillment within your soul. And y'all will never get content from here without leaving you with truth. Find Jesus. Find him. Because you can validate everything we're saying through him. Mm-hmm. Because that's how we found this information. We ain't special. Mm-hmm. We have started in hard places as well. We've had to learn how to be parents. Mm-hmm. We've had to learn how to do things in the proper way. But through Jesus, He's shown us and give us so much grace and wisdom and mercy. Malik was just talking about the wisdom that he's granted him because he prayed for it. Ask and you'll receive. And if you're watching this video today, maybe you were asking, and we hope that you received.
Yep.
Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you agreed with this message, or even if you disagreed, drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear them, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Sincerely, Carsons, out.